Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obie, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So, in a world not too different from their own world, they've emerged in a place where Dee is a famous weather person in this universe, and the truck got stolen by a version of the Swift and the Sirius crew. That's what happened. So the team has gone off to try to recover the truck. It turns out that this universe's Turk Domino stole the truck because they thought it belonged to this universe's Dee, who they apparently used to date, and they broke up, and she also stole one of Turk's cars and crashed it, and Turk's mad about that, so he stole the truck as revenge. They had a brief confrontation at a set of illegal underground street racing in Lower Wacker Drive, and yeah, that's what's happened so far. But also, then Obie stole Walker's Nissan Skyline and drove off with it, and there was a whole car chase, and the team has effectively absconded with the Skyline and returned to the Quick Smoke Tavern, where it's past close, so all the lights are off, and Liz has found Fiona blankly staring at the wall. That's where we are. Because y'all remember she's a god, right? Right.
I will go up and place my hand on her shoulder. Fiona?
Okay, the moment you touch her, she jumps like 2 feet up in the air. Holy shit!
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
She's just like shocked. Sorry, I was tuned out.
Okay.
I don't sleep normally.
Right.
But I kind of.
Why would you?
I kind of shut down and focus on other places for wild.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry to take you away from that.
No.
Is that important?
When you exist in an infinite number of places, you're also kind of dating an infinite number of people and simultaneously having really good evenings or really big fights at the same time.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
It sounds like cable.
We broke in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. It's just when I zone out, and it's kind of my version of sleep. I experience all of them instead of this.
Right.
And so it's just the shock of moving back and forth from being all of me's to just me.
Of course.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Yes. You are very lucky. If you splinter in two, you just get to keep being one of them, right? And the other you goes and is just one of you. And you're lucky.
I didn't know we could splinter in two.
That's the multiverse, Obie.
You've splintered many, many times, Obie.
Like our
Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Regency me. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that one's weird.
It was fun.
I don't know. I don't think I've met a Regent CU, but there's some weird timelines. What are you guys doing here?
We don't know where to go. We have nowhere to stay. Can we stay with you?
We also made a
it
big
seems
old
it's-
mess, and
It seems like maybe it's just the restaurant. So maybe we should just try to find a motel or something.
Yeah, I don't I'd offer you a place to stay, but
yeah,
I don't
I had
really.
assumed you had an apartment. Let's
No,
we can try something else. It's fine. It's fine.
There's a shower in the basement.
It's not. No, it's fine. I'm sorry.
Sleep on
You can.
the booths. We don't open to customers till 11.
Right.
Well, in any case, we'll find.
I have a place in some universes, but not this one because rent is just gentrification's ruining this neighborhood.
hard agree.
Well,
Sorry, it's true.
You know.
could we go find a motel?
I think that may be the best option.
There's a couch in
Holiday
my
Inn.
office.
I don't know how all of us are gonna fit. Unless we
They're
really,
also
piggy pile.
I mean, there's a couch in my office. There are booths out here. Amy is already laid down in a booth. It is already asleep.
Yeah, Obie's gonna follow suit.
I'm like, okay, sounds good. Good night.
I guess Liz will sit on the couch.
Not the worst place I've had to sleep.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's multiverse is a weird fucking place to live.
And scene. Good work, everybody.
So you all pass out for the night. Where does D go to sleep?
D finds one of the empty benches and just
Okay.
immediately conks out.
Like, there are plenty of booths with like padded things, and D finds the one bench that is not padded and falls asleep on it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, y'all sleep. At about 8 in the morning, you're woken up to just Fiona receiving a delivery of something in crates at the front of the door and just like wheeling it by you guys. The local news is on the TV. And guess what? It's the weather report.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right, guys. It's me, Dear D. I don't have a good D impersonation, so I'm going to apologize ahead of time. Just imagine this is a spot-on impersonation of the way the Celeste plays D, just minus the swear words. So just please be kind to me. All right. Well, hey, welcome to your morning weather report. I'm D Clear Skies, and we have an unexpected storm is coming in right now in the next 2 hours, and I know no one else is saying it, and you're going to say I'm crazy again, but guess what? Just like how the 1% are destroying our lives, this storm is destroying our skies. And it's going to be coming in, and we are going to be seeing 6 to 8 inches of rainfall within the next 12 hours. It is going to be bad, folks. And I know I usually say may your skies be clear and your day be frickin' awesome, but this is gonna be frickin' awful. I'm not allowed to use stronger words than that on air according to the FCC, but look out. And remember, you heard it here on Channel 16. And she gives a thumbs up to the camera.
That
Wow,
does
this
seem
me is
suspicious.
actually on the same page as me politically. I'm a little surprised by that. I don't know why. Just I'm surprised.
That sounds like if D had way too. That was like, D, have you ever done meth?
Oh, no way. You seen what that shit does to your teeth?
That's true. She had good teeth. I was just trying to, like, maybe Coke?
Coke, definitely, yes.
Is that what you're like on Coke?
Little bit. I mean, like, I'd swear a whole fuck of a lot more, but a little bit. I can see it. Huh.
I'm gonna go check on the car.
All right, you check out back. The Skyline is still there.
All right.
So, what's the plan, boss? We're gonna go track Walker or track Turk, one of the two.
We can try tracking them. We also just have his Turk's wallet with ID.
Okay.
Oh, shit. That's right.
So we can track Turk with his stuff, or I mean, I'm assuming you. The ID is like a Calisorda driver's license, I think. So,
Okay.
but so we can track Turk with his wallet, and then we've got the car for leverage.
Yeah.
It immediately starts pouring rain outside in thick torrential, like, blasts. Like, it is pouring real hard.
Huh. Can I detect spooky?
I'm gonna say that you are in. I mean, so besides Fiona, there's not necessarily anything spooky about the rain. That doesn't mean that, like,
Right.
that it wasn't caused by something spooky, but the rain itself is inherently just water.
Rain.
It's just rain. You're in Chicago. There are enough people with magic licenses and stuff happening that, like, you get disparate pings from around the city of various things of various levels of power that are wholly unrelated to any, like, you don't have enough context.
Right.
Like, there's not a giant sky beam. I mean, besides Fiona.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's going to make... I don't want to wait for the bus in the rain. Waiting for the bus in the rain. Sorry.
I got that reference.
So yeah, I guess Fiona, do you need us to do anything?
No, just I got this.
Okay, thank you for putting us up for the night. I hope it wasn't too much of an imposition.
I literally just went back to staring.
Okay, great.
Until my alarm woke me up. In another universe. It's very confusing.
All right, then let's go.
Obie is still sleeping.
Obie, bud.
Hi, 1 minute. It's a snow day.
It's a rain day. We're gonna go now. Okay. So back it up.
Huh?
We're going. We're gonna go try to find our truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he rubs his eyes as he slowly makes his way.
So Okay, so maybe we do the tracking spell to start with indoors.
Well,
Probably a
it's
good
wet
idea.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do a tracking ward.
I'm gonna do a tracking ward.
All right, let's pull up
Yep.
the rules for a tracking ward. It's been a long time since we did one of these. Wordsmith tracking. All right, so you're going to you're tracking the wallet.
Yes.
All right. So you have the object of you have an object that's been touched by the person. So we're going to try to track Turk. So to do this, roll me 1d10 after you spend your sweet move point and make your little thingy.
Yeah. Okay. So I do my little thingy. It's a 7.
All right. Good. That's a good roll. 7 to, because that puts you in the 7 to 9 roll, which means that you can continuously track the target until you dismiss it. Which means while you don't know how to find it on a map, you have an internal direction that you know your exact relative position to this target. You don't know how far away it is, but you know the exact direction it is from your current position.
Okay.
You know where Turk is.
Yeah,
He's that way.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I know which direction he is. So let's get going.
So are we taking Skyline?
I don't know how else we would get there.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have a better idea either. It's just, God, I hope we're not in there too long.
You ask me, any amount of time is going to be too long, but I don't really have any other leads, so... Oh boy!
You guys crowd into this car. And with the Onyx on Amy's lap. And you two squeezing, because there are only 2 back seats in this thing. There isn't a middle seat. There is just barely enough room for 2 people.
Yeah, and as uncomfortable as you think Obie looks, he somehow finds a way to fall asleep on the ride.
Yep.
All right, so it takes you a while to get to where you're going. You just have the relative direction, so you don't necessarily feel safe getting on a freeway. So you end up taking surface streets all the way to Gary, Indiana.
We go to Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, you go to Gary.
What the hell? I don't understand this.
Well,
Why?
It's in the Chicago area.
Is it? Okay.
It's in the Central Time Zone. Yeah, I mean, the Chicago area is huge. Gary is
okay.
It's pretty far out. I'm about to say, I said, it took you forever.
Oh, okay. I thought this was way further. All right.
Yeah, you didn't know where
That's fine.
Gary, Indiana's right on the lake.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm having to stop myself from making a Music Man reference.
Yeah, I understand.
Same.
I'm not paying for the rights to that song.
Nope.
You guys end up at a large abandoned It is a large abandoned cathedral in Gary, Indiana.
The hell?
Like, well, church. Giant abandoned red brick church. You're at a giant... Yeah, you are outside, and it is pouring rain.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put another protection ward on this car.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah. This is very weird.
Yeah, there are a lot of abandoned buildings in Gary. But this one's fictional, guys, so don't go try to find it. I made this one up. It's very much the vibe of certain abandoned buildings in Gary, Indiana, but I made up a new one because. Yeah, it's there. The stained glass windows are boarded up. There are large green copper doors in the front, and then it's clearly in abandoned disrepair.
Yikes. I mean, it's probably a hideout, right?
I guess.
No, sorry.
This
Wrong.
hardly seems like the kind of place where sexy car thieves would hang out.
I mean, if you're a car thief, you don't want to draw a lot of attention to yourself.
No, but if you're a car thief, you'd want to be where you can have a bunch of cars. I was expecting a garage.
Anything is a garage if you park your car there.
That's true.
I guess.
Are we gonna try to go in?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's go for it.
The guy's gonna get out of the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
You step out into the rain, which is pouring down, and so you approaching the front doors of the church, or what?
Probably a back door would be better.
Okay. So there is there are fences around this church for the most part. There is like a break in it in the front, near the steps to the church, but there are fences kind of bordering the whole, at least if you can see from the front here, including also around like a parking lot. The parking lot is overgrown. There is, there's nothing in that parking lot. It's empty. It's, just cracked concrete, and it's not a big parking lot. It's just like a line of spaces along one side of the building. You guys gonna circle all the way around to the back?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you going on the outside of the fence or inside the fence?
Probably outside the fence.
Okay. So the church is on a corner, and this is a very large structure. The church is on a corner. The parking lot is to the left of it, but a road is to the right. The road kind of goes downhill slightly, and as you circle around to the back of the church sits on an alley. There is the fence is like pulled down on the back. And the back of the church at what would be the basement from the front is level with the ground in the back because there's the slope. And there are 2 garage doors on the lower
Here we
level.
go.
And there are 2 garage doors. And then there's a set of steps that go up to what is the first floor that there is a door above that. So there's a door to the first floor and then garage doors to the basement.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Not get rained on anymore?
Might as well step in.
Okay. Do we try the garage doors or the door?
I mean, it makes sense to use the regular door first, wouldn't it?
I mean, that's an option. Our truck is more likely to be behind one of these doors, if it's here.
Okay, then try one of those doors.
So you're going to try to open one of the garage doors?
Yeah.
Roll me a d10.
6.
You attempt to move the garage door. There's no visible latches or like there's kind of a handle that you try to use to pull up, but the door just does not move.
Okay.
Does it appear locked at all?
Well, you don't see a lock mechanism from the outside. That doesn't mean it's not locked, but it means that there's not a way to unlock it from the outside. Like there isn't even a keyhole.
Okay.
I mean, is it magically shut?
Amy looks at it. I don't see any magic on these doors.
No, it's just presumably locked from the inside.
I see there's something magical in the basement. That could be the truck.
Yeah, okay.
Great. Magic basement. That's good.
Well, magic in the basement, D. Our truck has a big magical stone in it.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm sorry.
So are you guys gonna go up to the door that goes to the first floor? Up the flight of stairs?
We can try that, yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, who's gonna try that door?
I'll try it.
It is locked.
Yep.
Roll me a d10.
10.
It's just locked.
Yeah, okay. Obie, do you think you could...
Yep. I'm on it.
All right, Obie, you're gonna try to pick the lock.
Yep.
First off, roll me a d10. Unrelated.
10.
Okay. Now go try to pick the lock.
3.
You do not successfully pick the lock on the first try.
Try again. 2.
You do not successfully pick the lock on the second try.
9.
On the third try, you manage to pick
He's
the lock.
sleepy.
It takes you 15 minutes to get this door open in the rain. You are all soaked. Like,
I'm sorry.
it is that gross dampness of your hair clinging to the side of your face. Your clothes are just gross. It's not even, nobody even looks attractive in this. It is just like the worst wet dog moment you've ever had. But you open the door. And looking like a pile of wet dogs, you enter. Okay, so, D, roll me a d10.
Yep. 5.
Okay. You guys enter. You enter like the back rooms of a church. Like there's some hallways. Like it's clearly like there's like some offices back here. It is dark. It is hard to see. Any windows that there were are boarded up, and only cracks of light are coming through. It is obviously raining outside. I'm assuming you guys are going to try to make your way through the church.
Correct.
Okay, everybody's someone roll me a d10. One person roll me a d10. It should not be a hard roll.
5.
Yeah. You end up entering into the main part of the church, the actual like chapel. There are holes in the roof where rain is pouring through. The pews are kind of strewn about, except for one, and it just happens to be kind of in a spot where no rain is coming through the roof. There is a woman with long black hair, dressed in like a black t-shirt and leather pants, just sitting there leaning back on one of the pews. So hi.
Hi.
What
Hello.
are you doing here? Dee, good to see you again.
I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
Do you have our truck?
It's Michelle.
I'm just
I have a truck. I have a
Awesome.
couple of trucks.
We'd like
I've
the
seen
electric
trucks.
one,
I'm aware
please.
of trucks.
yeah, like we're looking for our truck. So like that's
You guys sure did a number on Turk's car last night.
to be fair. Turk
Thanks
stole
for
our truck.
bringing the Skyline back, though. I'll have one of the boys pull it around in a few minutes. Don't know if I would have brought that back here if I were you, but your planning ahead just continues to be consistent in the complete lack of it.
Okay, that's true. Actually, I do not. I don't really plan ahead. I don't know who any of
Leverage
you
really
people are.
doesn't work if you bring it to them.
No, No, I feel like this isn't a just me decision, to be fair. Like, I know I've been kind of not making great decisions the last couple days, but I feel like I shouldn't take the whole brunt of the hit for this one.
Where's my truck, Michelle? Okay, so somebody knows who I am. That's great. So yeah, so we got the Skyline back, and you know, I thought it was ridiculous when Turk and Walker decided to steal your truck. But now that you've damaged our late father's Challenger, I think I'm gonna keep it. Maybe part it out.
I mean, you can keep the Challenger. That's a great idea.
No,
Just
I'm gonna keep the truck, D.
No, you're not. You're not fucking taking my truck. It's not actually my truck, but like you're not fucking taking it.
It's my truck.
It's her
I pull a
fucking truck.
gun.
You're not taking it.
I pull a gun. You're not taking our truck. You're gonna give our truck back, and you're gonna leave us to
I want
alone.
you to roll a D10, Liz.
6.
All right. Liz, as you pull a gun, 2 little red dots appear on your chest.
I would like to hide.
I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot.
I rolled a 6 to hide.
All right. Let me...
Screw this.
Real sorry. Again. But you hide. With 6. You duck behind a pew. At the very least, you have cover. I feel like we all need to sit down and be adults about this. Passions have run way too hot. Now, if you've got alternate means of compensation for helping out my brother repair his Challenger, I can be amenable. But pulling a gun on me in my own home, that's a mistake.
You know what would make this a lot easier? If you just gave us the fucking truck back.
Again, you are oversimplifying a complicated situation, dear. Which is not surprising. It's what you always do.
Alright, I'm gonna prove to you that I am not the person you think I am. Ask me a question about the weather. Try me.
What's the current weather, D? There's rain pouring through a hole in the roof.
Probably fucking tropical, for all I know. I don't know shit. I don't even know what a high pressure front or a low pressure front is. I do not know or care about the weather.
Yeah, D, I feel like you're trying to, like, surprise me with something that we already all know. Is she on something right now?
She's on nothing.
Shit.
Really? Because a little bit like she's on something. I don't know what you know about the weather, D. You know I don't know what you know about the weather. We don't. You never talk about the weather. You say,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about my job when I'm here to make out with someone.
I've never known anything about the weather because I don't know who any of you people are because I'm not the D you think I am.
She stands up from the pew. She walks over to you, D. D, roll me a D10.
10.
Haha, she also got a 10.
Shit.
It's okay. She leans over and whispers to you something. It is a detail about your anatomy that will not be shared because I, as the GM, don't have this information, but Michelle apparently does. That is both accurate and impossible for someone to know if they have not been intimate with you. Or known someone who is intimate with you.
Ah, shit biscuits.
Yeah, Dee, I'm pretty sure it's you.
Okay, listen.
She goes back and sits down.
Has anyone here seen a fucking Spider-Man movie?
We don't have TVs.
Don't you guys steal DVD players?
He steals DVD players. We don't watch. Why do you think he's still stealing DVD players?
I don't know. I don't even remember. I'm just saying things from a movie that I didn't even watch that closely. I like cars, not fucking car-stealing movies.
Does Spider-Man steal DVD player? What?
Spider-Man doesn't steal DVD players.
Okay, so let's be clear. In The Dwarf and the Dangerous, they do not steal DVD players.
Oh.
In the real Turk Domino in your universe does steal DVD players, but you don't know that. This Turk Domino did mention stealing DVD players, so it's not out of character for you to bring it up. That is a piece of information your character had about this Turk Domino. So it's you do know that this guy stole DVD, like talked about stealing DVD players in front of you, but so this guy, so Dee does know that this Turk Domino steals DVD players, but there's no movie reference in that for you. I'll say that in the movie they stole CD players. In The Dwarf and
I don't know.
Dangerous.
You guys probably steal physical media of some kind. I just assume. The point is, there's a multiverse. Different, like, universes where it's like the same thing, but different. It's like,
Oh yeah, no, I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once.
oh my god!
Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/Nerd and Tie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters, and you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.